I am Tara from homemadesoapmakingsupplies.com and livingonadime.com. And today I am making homemade soap raspberry lilac. And I am using pixie purple and raspberry micas, but I have a little bit of oils and stuff left that I want to get used up. I'm not going to get it all used up, but I'm going to save some for us for our personal use. Alright, so my oils are super hot, my lye is super hot, both are around 200 degrees. Slowly pouring my lye in. Now this is called stick blender hot process, and what it is it cooks itself. You don't need the crock pot, but hot process soaps cooks the soap from start to finish, and you have completed soap in the end. With cold processed soap, your soap is not completed. You have to let it cure and saponify before you can use it. Alright, now we're going to blend this. Here we go. Christine! Yeah, this is a really good smelling one. Did you get this one, Christine? I can't remember. Raspberry lilac smells really good. Alright, so now we have it blended up. And now we're going to divide it into two different pots here. Ugh. Alright, now let me grab my covers here. Okay, so I'm covering it up for just a minute to get it heating up, okay? And I forgot my micas. Just one second. Okay, sorry. I got oil on my hands. So I totally spaced putting in my micas. So let's get those in here. Super pretty. Dave, I'm live.
Oh, you're live? Oh.
Yes.
Well, it smells like, doesn't it?
It smells like Grandma Kellum's house, huh?
Yeah, it does. Or that weird blanket we got emailed. I mean, that we got mailed.
I have no idea.
Doesn't it?
Okay, so, just a sec, guys, and I'll answer your questions. Let me just get this going here. Okay, there we go. Now, up around the edges here. Can you see that? It's going to start volcanoing here in just a second. I had an MRI yesterday, so we'll find out if I'm getting MS or something else. Probably not. It's probably just stress, but got that just to make sure. Thank you, Patty. Thank you. Patty, actually, I was going to email you. We were thinking about having a get-together here in May. So, if you can do that, I was thinking maybe the weekend of Mother's Day, like the Friday or Saturday before Mother's Day, maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Would that work? I was going to get a hold of you and Jennifer and Kim and see. Alright, so we're pushing it down. That's called a volcano. So that means it's cooking itself. Now, the great thing about these two colors is they're close enough that I don't have to rinse my blender in between, which will be nice. This is called volcanoing. This is where the soap cooks itself, so it volcanoes up. This is the mashed potato stage, which you can't see very well because it's colored. But there's 3 stages: mashed potato, applesauce, and Vaseline. This is the mashed potato, okay? And then you just stir it down. And you can blend it some more if you want. Look at that go, isn't that cool? Whoops. Isn't that cool? Woo! Jackie, yes, my blender is sounding a little off. I'm hoping it'll make it through these last 2 batches of soap. It is about to die. So I may, if I can squeak it through this next one that I'm making on Tuesday, I'll probably just throw it away. Alright guys, give me a thumbs up or a heart if you love these colors. I am loving them. What do you think? Oh, woo-wee! I think they are gorgeous. Alright, I think we are pretty much there, and I'll show you how I know. So, can you see how glossy that is? Is it pretty?
Yeah, wow.
Do you like that color? I told everybody to give you a thumbs up if they like the color. I didn't. I wasn't paying attention. Did anybody give me a thumbs up? I hope they did. Okay, so see how glossy that is? And see how glossy that is? That is the Vaseline stage, and that's how you know your soap is finished, okay? All right, so let me make sure. How was your nap?
Good.
Good?
I'm a glutton for punishment.
You're a glutton for punishment? Why?
I know we thought this was a great workout plan, but...
Well, you do know that if you're going to exercise, it's going to hurt your muscles. I'm not a very sympathetic wife. Guys, Michael needs sympathy for being in pain for going for his hikes. Somebody give him sympathy, please. He needs sympathy.
It's not all for fun, although some of it is fun.
Alright, so now our temperature is at 207 still and 192. Let me wash my hands, they're oily. So we need to let this cool down just a bit before I add my fragrance and my goat milk. Let me get back. Okay, so I'm taking off my gloves now because this is totally soaked now. Won't hurt me, nothing. It's totally soaked now. So now I am mixing cold processed soap, which is these embeds right here that I had left over when I made my cute little unicorns soaps. It's all unicorns with the unicorn, or all soap with the unicorn rubber ducky. I had these left over. So this is cold processed that's been sitting for about 10 days. And I'm putting it in the hot process. It should keep its form just fine, but I want to do it now because you don't want these to get too hard, because then you won't be able to cut through the soap. So, yeah, if I want to. This is my frozen goat milk that's been warmed up. Pouring both of these in. Okay. So, if I come back in the fall and decide to do this again, or if we move and find a place where it's a little bit more convenient for me to do all this, then I might start it all up again. But I don't know for sure. I have a guy working on a soap cutter for me, and I may just make soap and do the soap cutter only, which is a very, oh, this smells so good. Oh my goodness, this smells so good. Okay, I'm keeping a bar out of this for myself because I just used the last of the fragrance. Holy cow, that smells good. So I might just make soap for us and then just sell the soap cutter. What's kind of funny, really ironic actually about all this is when I wrote Dining on a Dime, I wrote it with the only purpose was to take the money from Dining on a Dime and use it to pay off our house. That was the only purpose. And we just kept selling and stuff and selling. Well, this week we mailed in the check for our house for the last house payment. And I'm stopping the soap, and I was just kind of like, I don't know, maybe I should just stop living on a dime too, because the whole point was for us to pay off our house, and our house is paid off, but I'm not. Don't worry. I'm going to stay for a little while longer. I just thought that was kind of ironic that here I was doing that whole purpose was just to pay off our house. All right. Oh, yum. This smells wonderful, wonderful. It smells wonderful. Okay, so I don't know if I want to keep some of these for the top or not. I don't know. Do I keep them for the top or do I not? Do I keep some for the top or do I not? Ooh, wait a minute. Should I put all of the embeds in the red and then leave the purple just by itself? Ooh, I think I'll do that. Come here, little purple guy. I think I'll do that. Okay, let's see how many do I have left. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 30, 32, 34, 36, 38, 40, 42. Well, let's see. Do I put those on top or do I not? Let me see here. Oh, whoa, I'm way behind the comments. Sorry, guys. Oh, thanks, Patty, for buying soap. I appreciate it. Barbara says to exercise a little bit at a time, dear. Cindy, do you recommend soap making just for personal use? Is it worth making? Well, yeah, I mean, especially if you have sensitive skin. And if you want to do that, here's my How to Make Soap for Beginners e-course. Like my son has sensitive skin, and I'll always make soap for him because now that I finally got him to using it, he loves it and his skin does not break out. My brother has the same eczema issue that my son does. And so, yeah, I mean, I would recommend it for personal use. And I just like it. It's just so much more moisturizing. So, I don't know. I would, yeah, but it's up to you, I guess. Let's see. What is the fragrance? Raspberry Lilac. I think I'm waiting too long. So here, see how it looks Vaseline? And it's still fluid. See the glossy? That's when it's soap. It's done. It's soap. Get it put in your molds. If you want to go temperature-wise with a thermometer, this is 161. I really wouldn't go lower than 150. I would really keep it about 160. Okay, so now, let's see. Do I want to spoon swirl this in? Alright, so let's see. Here's 2. So I think we'll do splosh and a splosh. Whoops, that was a little too sploshed. And splosh Can I get all these in here? And splush. And splush. Okay, so there's those splushings. So now there, and there, 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 and there. Okay, now let's do another splushings. Bloop. Okay, now this is the bloop, I guess. Oh, Tara, you need to get a life outside of the house so you're not talking to yourself in weird whatever. Okay. Okay, there's that. Okay, so now I'm going to pound this down. No, I'm not going to pound this down. So now, so see this soap I got on my arm right there, I just hit the side of the thing. I just don't want to put that in the soap now. And it's not going to burn me or anything because it's already soap. So, all right, so we're going to spoon swirl this. Get it all back in there. Okay, now we're going to pound it down. Okay, you guys see? Spoon swirl, spoon swirl. Jack, can you open that door? Dave, can you open that door? Sorry, wrong kid.
What?
Wrong young adult, please, excuse me.
I hate when people use that term. I'm a kid.
Oh, you're a kid? Let's see if we can do 1, 2. Let's see, that's a little too. 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. Boop, boop, boop. I'm trying to go back and forth. 5. Here, let's just 6, 7, 8. I don't like that. Nope, I don't like it. Okay, never mind. Here we go. They're going in. Boop, 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 boop. There we go. Going in. I don't even know if you guys can see what I'm doing. Okay, so hold on. Can't even see what I'm doing. I'm sorry. Okay, so I got them in there and I didn't like it, so now we're just gonna shove them in there. Okay, so now let's see. Let me just shove a couple more in. Get them all in there. Whoops, that one went upside down. Turn it right side up. There we go. Okay. Now let's get them covered up. These will be cool in 4 or 5 hours. It's pretty hot here today, but if it was still winter, I would just set them outside and they would be cool, probably in like 2 hours. So hot process soap sets up pretty quick. And you can see this on the side, that's soap that's already set up. Okay, so what I do is that soap I take and scrape the bowl out, bucket out, and I'll show you how I scrape it here. Okay, and that's my little pieces. Okay, let's get All right, now swirl this one. See? I don't think that's enough. So let's add just a little bit more. Okay. Okay, now hot process soap, it's already soap. I can use it. I always make it into a ball when I'm done and I test it. And it's always really good soap, okay? Can you see that? What are you looking for? Why are you digging in my wallet? Are you stealing money from me?
Sure.
What are you looking for? My driver's license. Open it up. It's under my personal credit card or in front of it. Okay, so then, see all this that's left here? Right there, and all this? Okay. So I take all this mess, scrape it down, just like so. Okay, scrape my spoons. Scrape my spoon. Actually, I might use this one to scrape. We'll see. Okay, so let me start with this one first, and I'll show you, watch how much I get just scraping out the bowl. I get a ton just scraping out the bowl. And I always get the question, can I use my regular dishes for soap making? Yes, you can. Now, there are soap makers who will tell you, no, don't do that, it'll poison you. Here's the thing, guys. It's soap. It is just soap. So, it's not going to hurt anything. This is what Grandma used to wash her dishes with. Just thoroughly wash it, rinse it well, and put it in the dishwasher. Oh, man. Okay, now that is hurting my foam magic. Oops, there's a great big clump. Okay, knife's going quicker. You guys see all that? Okay, so now look at this huge amount of soap, and I can touch it because it's already soap, okay? So then let me get this other one. Okay. Finish. So if you go to a craft show and you see the soap makers and they have a whole bunch of soap balls, this is why. They take all the scrapings and they put it together and they make a giant soap ball. Can you see that? Okay, so now let me show you here. I'm going to fill this bucket with some water. I'll be right back, okay? Okay, so it's slightly soapy from the soap already, but let me show you here. I'll just wash with it right now and you can see how it's already soap. Okay. Alright, so here's my little blob of soap, okay? Okay, and then, now, the longer it sits, the more it will bubble because some of the water will evaporate. But you can see it's already soap. Isn't that cool? Isn't that neat? No, darling, Grandma did not use fragrance oils, but, you know, that's not going to hurt your soap in any way, shape, or form. Oops, I got a little bit of lye on there, so I'm just going to make sure I get that off. Okay, so let me rinse it off in the sink. All right, so then oops, there's my little soap clump. So then I just let this sit, and then we use this for our own personal use.